This is in Fairview Heights, where 3 people have been shot outside of the Helzberg Diamond Store inside the mall. You're looking at live pictures from Bommarito Automotive Group Skyfox. There is a huge police presence, a very active scene. In just a minute, we're going to talk with a person live on the air who right now is hiding in a bathroom for safety inside the mall where he heard those shots being fired. But first, let's go to Fox 2 photojournalist Stan Daywood, who is live in our helicopter with the very latest. Stan?
Yeah, Mandy and Vic, a very large scene here at the mall. You're looking at the west side of St. Clair Mall. On the left, you see an ambulance. That's the first ambulance we've seen show up so far, but they do have the entire mall surrounded. Now, at this point, I can tell you also, just to the west of the mall, we have a restaurant, a Cheddar's restaurant, that police have shown up to and are, give me a minute here to find it, I believe that they had pulled one suspect out of this restaurant too and have left. At one point on Illinois Street, which is the street just at the bottom here, police had 2 men in custody. We saw them at one point bring the men out of the patrol cars, bring them to the front of another patrol car, face the patrol car, then turn their backs as if they had a witness inside helping to identify. At this point, the police have taken those 2 suspects away in cars, and now we're just kind of waiting and seeing exactly what's going to happen from this point on.
Stan, a quick question. We're hearing that a medical helicopter may be brought in to the scene there.
Yeah, we've heard that too, Mandy. We did have one go by, but it went to Belleville Memorial. It didn't stop here. I can tell you this ambulance here on the left is the first ambulance that we've seen on the scene. That's, of course, if, you know, they're not staging a half-mile away or somewhere where we don't see it. But this is the first ambulance we've seen so far.
All right, Stan Daywood, photojournalist Stan Daywood. We'll check back in with you, especially if you can get any updates and get us up to date on anything else that might be happening at St. Clair Square. Now we go to a customer who was inside the mall today who actually heard the shots and then was scurried away. We talked with Belleville resident Mike Vogt. Mike, could you give us an update right now on where you are and what you heard that put you to the situation that you are where you are right now?
Right now there's probably about 10 of us standing in the back of the Champs sporting goods store. Basically just in the shop looking for shoes for my son, and we heard a pop, and about 5 seconds later I heard another pop, and then a guy came running by saying, hey, they're shooting, might want to take cover. So we just came to the back of the store. They locked the store down. That's where we kind of been for the last half hour.
So are you locked there, or did they say stay here until we tell you can leave?
Well, they shut the gate on the front of the store, so we're just staying back here till we get the all clear to leave.
So tell us, Mike, a little bit more about what you heard when those shots were fired.
We just kind of heard a pop, maybe like something fell over, kind of a loud noise. About 5 seconds went by, I heard another loud noise. Really didn't sound like a gunshot at first, and then when the kid came running by saying, hey, gunshots, you know, take cover, that's when we kind of all just scurried to the back of the store.
Mike, how busy was the store at the time that you were there? Because you're talking probably, what, about 4:15?
Yeah, there were probably, I think 6 of us in here as far as customers, with about 4 employees.
All right, Mike. Well, we're going to stay in touch with you. We want to check in with you throughout our newscast. We want to know when customers are going to be allowed to leave the mall, St. Clair Square Mall in Fairview Heights. We're thankful you're okay. As we continue to look at live pictures from Bommarito Automotive Group Skyfox, if you're just joining us, bringing you up to date, 3 people shot inside the mall, outside the Helzberg Diamond Store. 2 people have been taken into custody. People inside the mall, a busy time of day. You just heard from viewer Mike Vogt, who, along with about 10 people, are now holed up inside the Champs store there with their families, not being allowed to leave as police are trying to get things under control. But again, what we know, 3 people shot inside the mall.
And photojournalist Stan Daywood also showed us an ambulance outside the mall as well. We'll see if any more arrive there too. Several first responders on the scene as well. We'll certainly continue to keep you updated on everything that's going there. And you said that Jeff Bernthal's on his way as well momentarily, correct?
He is, and when Jeff gets there, we're going to bring you another live report. So we'll continue to follow this, so stick with us right here on Fox 2 News at 5 for the very latest.